At first glance, she seemed like a grieving widow, a mother looking for love and security, but beneath her gentle smile was a cold-blooded killer who turned her farm into a graveyard. Meet Belle Gunness, the woman who lured suitors to their deaths and buried their bodies in the soil of her Indiana farm. Belle Gunness was born Brynhild Paulsdatter Storsett in Norway in 1859. Like many immigrants, she came to America seeking a better life. But what she found and created was a life built on deceit, murder, and greed. Belle married her first husband, Mads Sorensen, in 1884. The couple seemed to have a normal life until tragedy struck. Mads died suddenly, just one day after his 2 life insurance policies overlapped. Belle collected the payout, a small fortune at the time. From that moment, it became clear. Belle Gunness had a taste for money and a plan to get it, no matter the cost. After moving to a farm in Porte, Indiana, Belle became a widow once again, this time under equally suspicious circumstances. Alone but undeterred, she began placing personal ads in Norwegian-language newspapers, promising companionship and a prosperous life to lonely men. Suitors from across the country answered her ads, arriving at Belle's farm with cash, jewelry, and dreams of a future together. But for most, their future ended shortly after stepping through her door. Belle lured her victims in with promises of love and wealth, only to betray them. She would drug them, kill them, and dispose of their bodies. Her preferred methods were poison, blunt force trauma, and even dismemberment. One by one, Belle buried their bodies in shallow graves across her property. The victims were stripped of their possessions, and Belle pocketed everything they owned: money, valuables, even insurance payouts. The farm became her killing ground. In 1908, Belle's reign of terror came to a fiery end, or so it seemed. Her farmhouse burned to the ground in a mysterious blaze. Among the charred remains, authorities found the bodies of Belle's 3 children, and a headless woman believed to be Belle herself. Was the body truly Belle Gunness, or had she faked her death to escape justice? Witnesses claimed they saw Belle alive after the fire, but no conclusive evidence ever surfaced. The mystery of her fate deepened as investigators unearthed her grim secrets. Following the fire, authorities searched the farm and uncovered a horrific truth. More than 40 bodies were discovered buried on the property, men, women, and children, all victims of Belle's insatiable greed. Among the remains were suitcases, jewelry, and stacks of love letters sent by hopeful suitors. The townsfolk were horrified. Belle Gunness had become one of the most prolific female serial killers in American history, but her ultimate fate remains a mystery. Over a century later, the legend of Belle Gunness continues to haunt Porte. Was she a victim of her own greed, or did she escape to start a new life under a different name? The headless corpse in the fire left more questions than answers. Some believe she fled to Chicago or even back to Norway, continuing her murderous schemes under a new identity. Others think she died in the fire, leaving behind only her chilling legacy. Was Belle Gunness a cold-blooded mastermind, or did she meet her end on her own farm? Share your theories in the comments and subscribe to Gritty Histories for more chilling tales from the past.